fully realizing I titled this video Turning Our Dogs into Cabbage, which out of context sounds really like horrifying, or like I'm gonna draw them as some kind of food, which I could also do, but I'm not doing here. What I'm doing is I've got a character named Cabbage, and Cabbage is somewhat based on our dogs and on other dogs I've had like as a kid, and also very, very based on Rob, not physically, but like everything else. So that's Cabbage, and that's what I mean, is we're going to use, we as in me and you today, are going to use our dogs as reference. I'm going to look at the poses that Roxy and Nyx take, and I'm going to translate them best as I can into Cabbage, the dog. Today we're going to use our dogs. Rob's not doing this. He could if he wanted to. We're going to use our dogs as reference to draw Cabbage, and how's quite adorable. Look at the little paws. Look at the little paws. Oh. That's right. Filming you. Rubbing your tummy. And I'm going to draw you. Mostly you. Yeah. But a little bit of your sister too. Yeah. She likes the chest strips. Just lounging. Lounging and relaxing in the sun. Feet. Hello, Nyx. Hi. You're really cute. And you're small. And you're tired of my bullshit. Sniffing your butt? Just folded. Okay. You can be folded. So what we have here is Cabbage. And I'm just using this really to see what colors to use, because I like doing his outline in that darker color, and then he's, filled with that lighter gray. The whole comic is always black and white. So I just want to basically draw him the way he would be in the comic, so that I can copy paste this later into a comic. Okay. I'm trying to get Roxy's face angle right, and it's hard because she's looking to the side and kind of down, and I need to move that eye. Okay, so I know how I do people heads, right? But the dog heads are not the same. Dog's eyes are going to be higher up in their head, and there's ears, and then there's snoot. And I should probably look at anatomy at some point, and then I need to tilt the head. So, fixing the eyeball. This is doable. That's not so bad. That's not so bad. Okay, this is doable. This is a fixable. I think this is fixable. Fixing her eyeballs. She has such pretty eyeballs. And Cabbage does not. Cabbage is just this doofy, and I'm gonna make her doofy. I'm gonna start out with the pretty, and then I'm gonna doofify her to to make her more like Cabbage. That is my plan. And you are along with me for the ride. Ears, ears, ears. Ears, ears, ears. I'm trying to figure out what the inside is of the ear versus the outside of the ear. It's not that complicated. This could have been a last step. If you're ever trying to draw a dog, these kinds of things could be last step. Also, this is not how her ears look. This is just how his ears look. If I were actually drawing Roxy's ears, I would give a shit about the fluff on the inside and the shapes that all that fur makes. But that's not what I'm doing here. This is just cabbagifying, including the eyeballs. So, and little nose. It's also kind of cabbagey, because Cabbage has a smaller nose. But I want to curve it so that it is looking down, because she is looking down. Anything where I can make it obviously tilted in the direction that it's aiming is going to make it easier. Oh no. Roxy with the eyeballs. Oh no. Oh, this maybe, she just has googly eyes now. Oh, this didn't go the way I was hoping it would go, and yet I'm leaving it. Gotta floof her up a little, because cabbage is more floofy. And I also have to figure out what the arms are doing here, because the way she's seated and the photo I took, I just kind of... You don't see her feet. I have to just guess here. I have to decide what her legs are doing a little bit. And I'm probably going to shorten up the limbs a little bit to kind of cartoonify a little bit. I'm also going to use the paws as hands, even though sometimes I draw a cabbage with 4 little toes, and sometimes it's 5, and sometimes it's 3, depending on what I'm having him do. The image I'm thinking of, the comic I'm going to be using this for, he's probably going to be holding something in one of his hands. Let's shorten this. Make the angle right. Because, yeah, picking up the paw a little bit. And I just... See how doofy is too doofy for these fingers. How clunky. That arm's still going to have to be shorter, I think. Let's move this entirely. Because that's on a separate layer, so I don't have to worry about overlapping there. Do. Don't need those anymore. And I have other cabbages on this document, so if I need to bring them up again, I can do that. Let's make the head shorter, I think. Might help. I'm just gonna cut out the middle part. And then move this down. Move it down. Yeah. Something like that. I think something like that. Sure. Yeah. Floofy. That looks better. You're not here to give me your opinion directly, audience, but I've decided you're agreeing with me. Moving the hand up. Because, yeah. Yeah! Now, cabbage still needs lower legs. Where did the legs go? Little haunch. And a little foot coming out of that haunch. Somehow. Yeah. Is that gonna have to be bigger? That might have to be bigger, given how I just made his front legs. But we'll see. I'm gonna put it in, and then I'll put in. Is it close enough? I will figure it out. More floof. I want cabbage to look extremely huggable. And cabbage does have a collar, whereas my girls have a harness, and it's different. But, okay, this part has to be lower. Yeah. No, it's in front of the foot. There is a method to my madness, but mostly it's just madness. The other foot's gonna be tucked under. Yeah, like that. Yeah, where does the tail go? Up? Yeah. Floof, 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 floof. Yes. He still needs a collar. And still needs just other little... Let's just make this better. Not describing how better, but, you know, better. That's an important part of the process, is making things better. He gets a little collar. And sometimes his collar is almost entirely hidden by the fur, because that makes sense. That's what happens. You can actually see in the picture, that's what happens to the harness my dogs wear. Is there's just floof over the harness. So, same thing happens to his collar. We do a harness instead of collars because our dogs want to pull. They're sled dogs, effectively, descended from. And I worry that they would choke themselves. So, also, Rob did experience Roxy specifically getting out of a collar immediately. Like, she just did a turn, a very fancy ballet move, and she just got out of the collar. So we just put her in a harness. And that way it stays on her body. Done, little bone. There. Now, color. Because I lost the color. Like I said, easy enough to bring them back. And I'm gonna invert the selection so I can... Ooh, there we go. And there we have a cabbage. Ta-da! Actually, I said before about this foot. I'm gonna make it bigger. Because the hands are so big. When you draw a cartoon dog, the front legs just become hands. And I say this about our dogs anyway, that it's arms versus legs, and I recognize they're all legs, but no. So, little hands, little feet. So, just gonna fix this up. And I don't know how much fur should actually go over the foot. Maybe not that much. Maybe a little less than I had, maybe? Sure. Right? Sure. Good? Yeah? Sure. And then here is how I actually used this picture in the comic. This is just one panel of the comic. You can read the rest of them. It's on Webtoons. House Fright Adorable. Alright, let's go to the next thing of my dogs. I call this pose the fold, because as you can see, usually Roxy turns herself into a taco shell. And I'm immediately getting the shape wrong. I'm trying my best. The problem is that Cabbage is going to have a shorter face than Roxy does anyway. But the dogs are very pointy. So they have to have that slender point in order to be dog shape. Rather than... I don't know what's going on here. I'm trying. But you gotta get that fold. You don't. I do. I have to get that fold. And I'm trying to take into account where the ear... Oh, ears make more dog-like. Check that out. Ears makes an enormous difference. Turns out... Just had to add the ears to be like dog. Okay. Okay, now we're in a better place. We're in a happier place now. Needs a proper butt. None of this. To truly show the fold, let's get a little closer. And the hair has to go the right way, because the hair is obviously going away from her head, and then over. Make her shorter. There we go. Just fluffy wet in relation to where her head is. And there's the foot. And her feet are gonna cross. All dainty-like. She's very graceful. Even when she's folded in half. And gotta get the other toes. There's the other toes. Yep. I'm struggling. Toes. Good enough. And then the tail, I'm gonna put over here, actually. And too thin, too thin, too thin. I need more floof, more floof. Stat. Floof. Floof, 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 floof. Okay, there we go. There's shape. Look at shape. Where's eyes? One eye. I don't know if I'm gonna show the collar at all. I haven't decided. I have to decide it. We're doing this stuff live. Not live, but, you know, barely edited by the time you see it. Do-do-do. Select. Invert selection. And... Wait, there we go. There's my color. Thanks, Cabbage. Fill. I want the eyeball to be bigger, actually. The eye looks small. So I'm gonna fix it up, and I'm gonna make it bigger. Also, wait, you need a nose. You need a nose and a mouth and a collar. And I forgot a piece of you that shouldn't have been colored in. Here's your collar. I'm fine. I'm doing fine. You're here with me. Leave a comment if you're actually watching this, because I'd like to know. Give a like to the video. Do all that stuff. Yeah, how about this patch here that's... Let's get rid of that. Bloop. And I still want to make the eyeball bigger. Because we know how big Cabbage's eyeballs are when they're open. Ergo. Yeah. There we go. That's better. Gotta get the seal tray. There. Yay. Okay. Next. I call this one the bouquet. Because, like, she's holding a little bouquet of flowers, you know? The picture is wonky. That's actually my knees in the picture, and Rob is the one who took the picture. So I'm just gonna make it, yeah. That's how it would have actually looked to Rob. And, yeah. That was gonna be too hard. I had to flip it over. Because drawing him, no, her, them. The dog I'm drawing is Cabbage. Cabbage is a boy. The dog I'm referencing is Roxy. Roxy is a girl. Drawing either of them upside down is harder. So, that's my hot tip. If your reference is upside down, you might want to flip it for while you're actually drawing it, and then you can just flip it back. It's not a cheat. It's a life hack. That ear's probably gonna move, but I don't know. Kind of looks like they're going real fast. Cabbage sometimes has one ear that's like bent, Roxy's never do that, but other dogs do that. Cabbage is a dog who does this. So, he's gonna have one of those little floppy ears for this one. Because I haven't done one of those yet in all these poses I have drawn for you. Where does the nose go? We'll see. Let's see where the neck goes first. Then we'll kind of figure out the vague shape of this dog. Because the paws are like one front, one back, one front, one back. The way they're stacked. So let's see if I can do that. How many toes am I doing? 3 maybe, yeah. 3 looks better for this one. Consistency. I don't know her. It's Cartoon Dog. Do what I want. I'm the one who created these characters, so like any sheet, any reference material I would have created. So I get to decide how many toes on each paw. That's too much power. I abuse that power. I cannot figure out how this leg goes. How does the leg go? No, wait. No. No. I went to art school. Briefly. I very briefly went to art school. It was like a year of my life, at best. And my master's is in something else entirely. That's a fun fact about me. Toes. I could be drawing the foot pads too, and that would probably make the feet make more sense. But I'm just working with shape here. I think that toe pads are another day. Another evolution of Cabbage. I don't feel like doing it today. Toes. Okay. Oh, wait. 4th foot. There's 4 feet. Hold on. Where does the 4th foot go? Beyond them all. Yes. Okay. Yes. We're just gonna... And in the middle. Yes. Okay. Yes. Bouquet. Okay, bouquet. Where does the tail go? Where does the butt go? Butt. I get worse as time goes on. How long have I been doing this? I don't know. Like half an hour? Not even. Tail. Floof. Yes. There. Okay. Now we can figure out the nose, and the eyeballs, and the collar. Nose. Again, thinking of, like, how's the head tilted in relation to the nose? Hello. And collar. Yeah. And thinking about how he's going to be laying down, how do I want the tag to be? Probably gravity should matter, right? Oh, English is happening less and less as this video goes on. That's fine. You know what I am. You know what you signed up for. Or not. Maybe this is your introduction to me and this is your first video here. Hi, welcome. Give me a like. Maybe subscribe. It's not all like this. Sometimes it's different. Sometimes I'm talking to Rob and I'm not just descending into madness. Every time I'm alone, it's descending into madness. So, he needs flesh. Well, fur. He needs the color of his fur. Upside down doesn't work. This, there we go. That's a little better. He'll be on a pillow or something, I think. I don't know. I'll figure out where he goes in the final thing. Which is not today. Normally I draw him in the comic, And then if I really like what I drew, I'll copy paste into this cabbage document. But for the sake of this video, I'm doing it the other way around, so that makes it slightly harder, actually, to figure out where he's gonna go, but you'll see in the end. I'll figure out a spot and I'll let you know. I'll keep you informed. Looking cute. Looking cute with this little bouquet of toes. Yeah, eyeball a little bit. There. And our final, I call this the dead bug pose, but I'm gonna have to turn them a little bit. I'm gonna have to make them like a little bit more on their back with their paws up. Because I'm looking at them from mostly above here, and that's not how I want to draw cabbage. For this one, I'm doing a little under sketch, and I have a feeling that I'm gonna wind up just drawing him and then needing to, because I haven't done a sketch for any of the other ones. I don't know why I've decided this is different. This is not more complicated of a pose. I just did the bouquet. This is actually less complicated than the bouquet. Well, that's not true. I'm not sure where the haunches go. They're little doggy chicken wing thighs. I'm not sure how to... But, you know. Yeah, this general shape. This is how dog is shape, yeah? Someone is gonna see this who actually draws animals consistently, and I hope that I don't upset them too much. But, dog. Yeah, there was no reason to do the purple, huh? I knew how that would go. If anything, this is just getting in my way. Your sketch should never get in your way. Your sketch should be a helpful guide. A friend. This sketch is not my friend. This sketch is calling me names. I should delete the sketch. Or at least I could make it just paler. I'm not doing that either. I'm telling you I'll do these things, and I'm not doing these things. Oh no. Well, let's see about making a dog. I might need more space. My dogs might take up too much space. In terms of the photographs, not in terms of, like, my life. They don't take up too much space in my life. They take up the imperfect amount of space in my life. Yeah. No more sketch. The sketch is meaningless. Oh, they're not really the same, are they? These... no. Yes? I don't know. It's looking a little Simpsons-y, and that's not really what I was going for. Well, there are worse things. Is Simpsons still on? Thigh. Thigh floof. Leggy. These are the technical terms. Thigh floof and leggy. Ask your vet. I'm right. What are angles? Everything's facing the same way. I'm gonna have to fix things here, but I want to lay it all out first and see where I'm at. And it's wrong. It's wrong. Oh, no. Oh, no. Why did you let me do this, guys? None of you spoke up. See, I once asked if I should do a live stream, in which case you would be able to actually tell me things, and the answer I got was crickets. So, there's that. But, you know, I'm still open to the idea of a live stream one day. I'm not opposed. Let me know in the comments if you'd like. I just want comments. I like comments. They make me happy. We can have little chats. This is wrong. All of this is wrong. What have I done? What have I done to my boy? And girl. This ain't right either. What? At some point, though, I have to go, well, it's good enough, right? Because otherwise, this becomes my life. And we don't want this video to be forever. No one wants that. Thinking in terms of angles here. Here's foot, here's leg. Okay. So there's foot, there's leg. Because there's toes, but then there's sort of like the dog's heel, you know, that's lower. I don't know the technical terms for dog parts. Is this fine? I don't think it's really fine, but what if I just move this? Yes? That looks better. That looks better, I think. Panic? Panic. Okay. Leg thinner. Leg too long now. Wait. Wait. I just redrew this the exact same way. Oh no. Oh god. What is happening? Okay, we'll just shorten this. Back. Back, I say. There. That's better. That's better, sort of. There's so much wrong with that back leg, but it's fine. It's fine, it's fine, it's fine. Eyeballs. Eyeball. Yes. Looking at you. Yes. Nose. Yes. Still needs a color, still needs the fur. Maybe a smile. I don't know how happy. How happy is Cabbage in dead bug pose? Probably pretty happy. I don't think Cabbage cares about the shape of his legs. And there's gonna be some overlap with this collar and that one arm, and that's fine. I'm gonna choose the arm and fix up that line a little. Yeah. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Okay. And now, let's do the thing. Select, inverse, fill. There we go. Fantastic. And this is him with his eyes closed. These are the poses we did today. The fold over, the bouquet, the dead bug. Cinnamon roll I already had. This is an actual Housefly Adorable comic that will be sometime in the future when this video comes out. Sneak peeks! If you would like more actual sneak peeks, like consistently, you should get on my Patreon and see stuff. And there's polls there. We got a $1 tier and a $5 tier, and technically there's a free tier, but there's nothing there. But you can just sort of be there and hang out. Anyway, thanks for spending this time with me and my dogs. And rock on!